I've been watching videos on the topic of gaslighting recently, so my understanding of it has been deepening. And this morning I was pondering some behaviors that I have, ways of dealing with myself, my relationship with myself, the thoughts that I have. And I suddenly went, it kind of sounds like I've been gaslighting myself. So, gaslighting is essentially the practice of doing things with the intention of causing someone else to doubt themselves, to lose trust in themselves, to question themselves, and in the most extreme cases, it can actually lead to someone becoming insane. The term comes from a movie, and you can look it up if you are interested in learning more about the origins, but it's essentially a form of psychological manipulation. So, the thoughts that I have that make me think that I'm gaslighting myself are along the lines of in a situation where I miss something, where I don't see the complete picture, when I'm missing pieces of the puzzle, or when I interpret something but I'm kind of missing aspects of it, or if I share something but my sharing is either it doesn't come out the way that I want it to, or it reveals that I don't completely understand what I'm seeing or reading or watching. And essentially it's when I am not entirely perfect, and when I am not all-knowing in a particular situation. So most often the thoughts come up when I'm comparing myself to someone else. So if I see something a certain way and someone else shares how they see it, and they have seen aspects that I see that I missed, then I'm like, you know what, this is exactly why I shouldn't trust myself, because look at how much I didn't see. Look at how much I missed in this picture. Look at how many pieces are missing in my perception. Look at how much better they were able to express themselves. Look at how much more eloquent they were. Their articulation is so much better than mine. I'm just not good enough. I just can't do things that way. I should just rather keep quiet. I need to question everything that I see. I need to doubt everything that I see, because you know what? Most of the time I'm not seeing the whole picture, and that makes what I'm seeing invalid. And on and on and on and on. So obviously the outcome of this is that I doubt myself. I don't trust myself. I question everything that I'm thinking and seeing and wanting to say. I second guess myself. And it's not that there's someone else doing this to me, it's just me. I'm the only one doing this to myself. And it actually makes me think of this meme going around, a cartoon actually, of the character in the cartoon is crying, and the partner asks, "Why are you crying?" They say, "Well, I was imagining worst case scenarios and I hurt my own feelings." And I kind of feel that way. Like, I've been, yeah. So now that I'm at the space of recognizing the reality of what I've been creating within myself, the dynamics that I've been supporting, the relationship I've been developing with myself, now the question comes, okay, well, how do I correct this? How do I now stop that harmful pattern, and what more supportive pattern can I start practicing to replace it with? And I think the core basic approach here is that when someone else sees something or says something or does something that I feel that I missed, or that I feel that I can learn from, I don't need to beat myself up about having missed it, or not having seen what they see, or not having expressed myself as clearly and articulately as I would have wanted to, I don't have to judge myself, because I can now see where that leads. It leads to me doubting myself and not trusting myself and second guessing myself, and at the end of the day, valuing myself less. Instead of doing that whole process, I know where that road goes. I can maybe just do something like learn from what the other person has said and apply it in my own life, and then just move forward with my life. That kind of, it's so simple and it's so obvious. It's like Occam's razor. The simplest solution is often the best one. Why the heck didn't I just start there? Why did I have to go through this whole loop of eventually now coming to this point where I don't trust myself anymore, to realize that, hey, I didn't have to do things this way. So here I am at this simple, basic solution. And I think so much in our lives comes back to the same dynamic of we make things so difficult for ourselves. We berate and punish ourselves so much when we could simply be learning from our mistakes, learning from the things we miss, learning from other people, instead of comparing ourselves, and just move forward with our lives. Apply what we learn, integrate it within ourselves, practice it, and move forward, grow from it. So, I think that's a really good exercise to undertake, to reflect on the things that we compare ourselves with others about, the things that we feel like we could be doing better. How am I treating myself in response to these things that I feel that I'm lacking at? Am I punishing myself for not being as good as I want to be? Am I doubting myself and second guessing myself? Have I lost trust in myself just because I am not as good as I feel I should be? Or am I learning from what I see in others and in the world around me, and am I growing from that? I think that's a very supportive exercise. And let me know if you have taken a moment to reflect on yourself and what you've learned about how you treat yourself in those situations where you feel you are not being your best or doing your best or are not good enough. Thank you for watching. You're going to see me next time.